Ever wondered why your once blazing fast PC is starting to feel sluggish? The culprit might be your SSD, even though it's built for speed. Today, we're diving deep into why SSDs slow down and how you can reclaim that peak performance through proper maintenance. First, let's talk about space. Think of an SSD like a warehouse. When it hits 80 or 90% capacity, things get crowded. The controller chip has to work twice as hard to move data around and find empty spots, which significantly drags down your system's responsiveness. Then there's the cache trap. High-speed write caches can get exhausted during massive file transfers, like installing a huge game or rendering high-res video. Once that high-speed cache is full, the drive is forced to drop back to its much slower native NAND speeds, causing a noticeable performance dip. Heat is another silent performance killer. High-speed NVMe drives generate a massive amount of thermal energy, especially during heavy workloads. When temperatures peak, the drive enters thermal throttling, cutting its own speed to prevent permanent damage to the sensitive NAND flash cells. Architecture also plays a role. DRAM-less drives lack a dedicated high-speed map for data, making them slower at locating files compared to premium drives. Furthermore, QLC NAND can store more data but is generally slower and has a shorter lifespan than TLC or MLC architectural choices. Over years of use, these cells naturally wear out. While modern drives are durable, excessive writes can eventually lead to slower access times. Sometimes, the slowdown isn't the drive's fault at all. Background processes like malware scans or Windows updates can consume significant disk bandwidth. Your SSD also relies on internal maintenance like trim. This tells the controller which data blocks are no longer needed so they can be cleared. Without trim or garbage collection, the drive must perform a slow clean as it writes routine, which feels like a major bottleneck during use. So, how do we fix it? Start by checking your drive's health and operating temperature with a professional dashboard or diagnostic tool. If heat is the issue, installing a simple heatsink or improving the case's airflow can restore your drive to its full potential. Always aim to keep at least 10 to 20% of your total storage free. This gives the controller the necessary scratch space to work efficiently. Finally, ensure trim is enabled in your OS settings and verify that your drive is connected to the fastest compatible PCIe interface. Remember, a slight dip in synthetic benchmarks doesn't mean your drive is failing. In the real world, reliability and capacity are often more important. By following these simple steps, you can keep your system snappy and your storage healthy for years to come. Thanks for watching.